Alright, so I tried to get this recorded a couple weeks ago, but it didn't work out. So we're gonna try it again. It's gonna be shorter. So this is a quick little guide to light bow gun and Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. I'm gonna be going over your weapons of choice, your shot types, armor skills, armor sets, and then all the other little things you need to go into. I might touch a little bit on relics, but that's iffy. Okay, so first of all, your weapons of choice. You're looking at Veus Edition, Eldeor's Hornet, which then again doesn't see too much use. There's Cerulean Skyfire, which is Rathalos. That has its uses. I've seen Gogmazios light bowgun be used sometimes. And I believe people are experimenting with Netherfloxian, which is the Lagiacrus light bowgun for multiplayer. But most of the time, if you don't know what to play, you're going to be with the Veus Edition. So what makes Veus Edition so good? Well, let's see. It has, with power barrel and attack hone, it's 442 attack. It has above average reload, no deviation, and some recoil with recoil down 2, with 2 slots and 20% affinity. And evading with the weapon out auto-loads 1 round of the selected ammo, which is cool because this gun, it can backstep and sidestep either left or right once, and that's 2 reloads automatically. These are the shot types you're looking at. You got 8.34 for normal shot. Normal 2 is rapid fire. It shoots 3 normal 2 shots out of it. Pierce is 5 and 4. That is probably going to be your main source of damage with light bowgun is Pierce, because it's a lot better than all the other shot types. Pellet, 4.44. No one shoots pellets. It's bad. It's got no element shots. It's got tranq shot, pain shot, slicing shot. Rapid fire shoots 4 of them. Yeah, no blast shot, no weapon fire. And these are rapid fire. The reason I say no element shot is good is because, well, generally element shot is not good. There are a couple cases where it could be good. Like, that's the reason some people use Eldeor's Hornet, because of the rapid fire dragon shot. This is used sometimes against Kushal Eldeora, but then again, just using Pierce on it, kill it. And the free shot sometimes sees use, because element shots do not take into account of affinity, so the negative 50% affinity on this does not matter. If you're just using it for the element shots, then again, that's about it. And the Cerulean Skyfire, or whatever the Rathalos one is called, fully maxed out, you use that against Gogmazios, because you shoot the fire to get rid of the tar on it, because if there's still tar on it, all your shots will disappear into nothing. They won't do any damage. And you can use water shot against Gravios if you want to. Okay, so let's get into skills. Some of your skills, if I can find the talismans. We got this one. It was Pierce up 8. This one is used for Pierce shot, which is one of the better charms you can get for Pierce shot, because having Pierce up 8 means you just get the Diablo's pants, and you got your Pierce up. Plus with the GX Hunter's coif, or cap, depending on which gender you're playing, you get recoil down 1, which is always great. Let's see if I can find it. Normal up 8. This is the other normal up 1 you want to use most of the time, because, well, it depends. You gotta think about it. Are you using normal shot, or are you building for Pierce shot? Normal shot is a viable strategy. I'm not going to tell you don't use it. If you use it if you want to. But I prefer Pierce, as well as a lot of the upper players do. The players further into the end game, they prefer Pierce because it melts through some monsters. And then there's the other one. There's Pellet. We don't use Pellet with light bowgun or heavy bowgun, for that matter, because they are just bad. Okay, so your skills. You're going to be looking at this. This is a Fleet Feet set. So what Fleet Feet does is it gives you a boost of attack when you're at full health, and it gives you evade distance. Now that's very helpful. If you're using this gun for Pierce, which is the recommended way to go, you need recoil down 2. That is, trust me, it's needed. If you don't, you'll have big recoil on Pierce 2. Tenderizer, Tenderizer increases damage when striking weak zones. So any zone with a 45 or more hit zone damage, that's a weakness exploit zone, which means you're doing more. You have a chance to do more damage there. Here's Pierce Up, and it increases the power of the shots and arrows and trajectory. Prolongs the time window certain ammo and arrows can hit at maximum power. If you've been playing this, you noticed that sometimes your screen shakes when you hit the monster. That is called being in crit distance with the bowgun. That means your ammo will do a little more damage. And if you can get all the hits in Pierce, in crit distance, then you're going to be doing more damage. That's got trajectory helps with that. And now I guess we talk about what's the difference between Fleet Feet sets and your Challenger 2 sets. Well, it's pretty simple. Fleet Feet, you get recoil down 2, trajectory Pierce Up on Challenger sets. And in Challenger 2, when a monster is enraged, which chances are they're going to be enraged for most of the fight, you will get Attack Up L and Crit I 3, which is massive. I believe that's plus 20 true raw, so you're going to be doing a lot more damage with this. Then we take Evade Extender. This isn't needed, but it's really helpful most of the time, because being able to evade that little bit further could help you avoid that attack that would have killed you. Since you're in gun, you have way less defense. Now, the reason we don't take Challenger 2 with Fleet Feet is because Fleet Feet and Challenger 2 do not stack. Which means, if you're at full health and the monster's angry with Fleet Feet, you're getting the Fleet Feet bonus. If you're not at full health, you're getting the Challenger bonus. Which at that point, why would you take both of them? You can just take Weakness Exploit or Attack Up on Fleet Feet. Which is going to bring us to some sets. So I have a couple sets here made. This set is Weakness Exploit, Veus Edition without Fleet Feet. So this uses a Pierce Up 6 1-slot charm, which gives you recoil down to Weakness Exploit, Evade Extender, Pierce Up, and Trajectory. Now, you can completely disregard all information in this and play your own way. I'm not telling you how to play the game. I'm giving you helpful tips. Like, if you want to get into endgame bowgunning, then this will be helpful. You got your Challenger 2, then we're coming up to Weakness Exploit Fleet Feet, and Attack Up Small Fleet Feet. So the only difference between this is that they switch Weakness Exploit for Attack Up Small. Now we get our normal upsets, which I don't. So we have this one, Challenger 2, Normal Rapid Up, Attack Up S, Evade Extender, and Trajectory. This set, Attack Up, does stack with Challenger. I made sure that was a thing. And what this does is meant to shoot Normal Up, Normal 2, because it rapid fires. The reason we don't take bonus shot is because we don't want to be locked into place for too long in the later game hunts, because those can kill you really quickly. Even with this almost 600 defense, which you can easily get to 600 defense if you eat for Moxie, you will still die in one hit. If after Moxie's gone, you will die in one hit, no matter what. And then we got Fleet Feet Normal Wrap It Up, which I think looks great. Look at that. That's the set. I'm going to use that a little more online. So this Normal Wrap It Up, Fleet Feet, Weakness Exploit, Attack Up, S, and Trajectory. So you're probably looking at these and be like, where is Recoil Down? Where is it? You don't need Recoil Down for Veus Edition's Normal 2. That's pretty incredible, being honest, because there's no wait time between the shots. You shoot your 3, and then you can immediately shoot 3 more, which is really cool. So this is a Relic set with a Attack Up, M, Fleet Feet, Weakness Exploit, Normal Wrap It Up, and Trajectory. And this set is built around this Duran barrel, which has second highest raw, has the second highest raw, long barrel, some recoil, average reload, 0 affinity, but it has 5 to prudence, which helps getting Fleet Feet active. So this one is 578 for a normal shot, which means it's pretty good. I mean, you're mainly firing normal 2, which is also okay, but it does not a rapid fire slicing, which is, don't use that for this one. And yeah, this uses attack 12. Crit draw on it was just something extra. So then we got this one, which is something I threw together one day. So what this does is this runs around this Thundercrack. Second max raw, 0% affinity, above average reload, some recoil, and 3 slots. So with these 3 slots, I put Pierce Up 4, Pierce Up Jewel 3 into it, and it has 8/8/10 for normal and 6/6 for Pierce. This can be used for normal up and Pierce as well. It's pick your poison at this point, because yeah, rapid fire is normal 2, which I looked at it. This gun is basically Veus Edition with 1 more slot and 1 more slot, higher Pierce clips, and a little less raw. That's about how that goes. So let's say you're playing through like other stages of the game. What do you want to do? Well, if you're in low rank, you want to stack up, attack up. That's pretty much your main source of damage, because doing as much damage as possible in low rank is your best bet. Now, once you get to high rank, you can start doing other things. You can make other sets. That's where you get to choose, pick your path, essentially. Are you staying with normal up, or are you staying with Pierce? Going with normal, or are you going with Pierce? Going with normal, it's simple. You get your normal up, and then get normal up. If you need recoil down, get recoil down, whichever level you need. So you get normal up, recoil down, then you start going into like attack and stuff. Do more damage until the end of high rank, where you can maybe get a couple other skills. No, this all depends on your charms. If I didn't have Pierce Up 8/3 slot, I wouldn't have most of these sets. But here's how it goes, essentially. You get there, in the end of high rank, you can make this set that uses Silver Rathlow's helmet and chest, with the Ardian hands, and torso up waist and pants. It'll give you Pierce Up, recoil down 2, and weakness exploit, if I remember correctly. And then you get into G rank, which at this point you've moved to Veus Edition, because that's a big source of damage, which is pretty natural. And with that, you open up into sets. Like, you can get Trajectory, you can get Evade Distance, and then chances are you can't get Challenger 2 until G Special, because it's hard to get it on top of everything. But essentially, you make your set. That's when charms really come in handy there, because having Pierce Up 8-3 slots like a god set, you can make so many more sets. Like, there was the longest time I couldn't make this set, because I didn't have Pierce Up 8-3 slot. But then I got it one day, and I made it. Which meant... Man, you can make... It means I can make this set, which... Challenger 2 Light Bowgun, one of the better sets. Now, why are some sets Fleet Feet, some are Challenger 2? Well, Fleet Feet, it's mainly used for the Zenogres, because they don't get enraged to the point where Challenger is active all too often. So most of the time, Challenger 2 is a dead skill. Means you'll get it active for a very short period of time, and you can easily knock it out of that enraged state, and then you don't get any boost after that, which sucks. So that's why we use Fleet Feet, because if you don't get hit, you get a infinite boost, as long as you're at full health, and can do more damage to the Zenogre. Now, okay, so your item sets is going to be looking pretty simple. All 5 book of combos, your healing items, your power, and armor stuff, and then you get to your combinations. Husky berries, those are pretty good. You combine those with latch berries and make Pierce 1 shots. Which, yeah. Bone husks you combine with bird wyvern fangs for Pierce 2. To just keep doing more damage. You get your normal shots, your Pierce shots, then slicing. Pierce 3 is never really used because it's like a worse Pierce 2. The ticks on it are spread too far. I think Pierce 1, you get 3 ticks. Pierce 2, you get 5. Pierce 3 is 5, but they're spread about further apart. For food skills, let's go over there, try to show the food skills. Now you can Wycoon, latch berries, Wycoon, all the other things. So one of your bigger sources of damage is meat and cheese. Come over here, you can get Feline Temper, which increases bowgun damage, but increases deviation. You can get Sharpshooter, increases the power of normal shots, which is also good. Or you get bread and a drink for Moxie, which prevents fainting 1 time when damage taken exceeds your remaining health. It is really useful. Now let's go over to our helpful friend at the Wycoon. Now, being a gunner, you're going to spend your caravan points. See if he has them. You can get bird wyvern fangs here. 96 apiece. 96 points apiece. Which means they are expensive. Now you can multiply latch berries and bone husks, which are really helpful. You can multiply, you get a bunch of the crafting material from here. But then for your last one, your other berries, I forget their name, drawn a blank, you can buy them up here in the Elder Hall, which is your husk berries and your needle berries for normal 2. So you can buy these 2 here, which is really helpful. And I think that's about it. I guess have fun with light bowgun, and remember, rapid fire element shot is not the best. It's probably worse than pellet shot, because you need a really good charm. You need your element attack plus 14, plus like load, plus another skill and 3 slot to make it work, which is probably one of the hardest things of all. But yeah, I guess that's about it. Have fun with light bowgun. Yeah.